What's going on, guys? Sumi here with ThoughtCast, and today I'm going to talk about the challenge of dating women that are younger. Look, this is a very biased video. I'm just being honest here. This one's for the guys, so ladies, feel free to leave or, hang out if you want to. But I'm going to talk about why a lot of guys have trouble dating younger women. And at the end of the day, guys, you kind of do it to yourself. So first and foremost, I get a lot of messages from guys that are trying to talk to a girl. This is a young girl. She's attractive. Maybe she has a social media following. Who knows? And these guys are like, she won't stay with me. She's always doing this. She's so quick to leave. She's not giving me attention. I hear an endless tirade of problems here. Trust me, this happens the other way too. I'm not saying this is just a girl problem. There's a guy version of this as well. But this video is focused for the hombres. Guys, when you date a young girl, I want you to understand this. Young girls have value, right? Women have value when they're born. Women, when they're 18 years old, can get flown out. They're let into VIP sections. They're taken out to dinner. They're taken on yachts. When you go on a yacht and you see young girls there, guess what? It's probably not their yacht. If you go to Miami right now and you look at the biggest house parties, they're not thrown by women. I'm just keeping it real with you guys, right? People out there might be like, well, I know this one person. Well, that's one person. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the larger majority here. The majority of parties and yachts and jets are owned by men. That's a whole different topic in itself. But at the end of the day, young women have an access to this world that men do not. We do not get let into VIP clubs. We do not get into the yacht. If you get on a yacht, you either know the owner very well or it's your yacht. You don't get taken in rides and supercars just for fun because somebody wants to impress you. And yes, there may be a desire and a motive behind these situations where a man wants a woman for sexual access, but that's the power that a woman holds. Women have a large level of control with their sexuality when they're very young. And I'll be very honest with you guys, there are a lot of pretty women out there. So women are in competition with one another. Oftentimes, women care more about the opinion of other women than men themselves. They care about the status and the pecking order of the social hierarchy with other women in a competition for resources for attention, validation, verification. I know that was a lot to digest right there, but really understand that women care a lot about how they look. 91% of cosmetic surgery is done by women. 88% of all makeup and enhancement sales are done by women. Women are the ones that care about who they look. When it comes to weight loss, when it comes to looking good, when it comes to getting their butt bigger, all these programs, the majority of the buyers are women. Women care about how they look. And women know that men lead sexually. And a smart woman understands that she must lead sexually first and then let her personality, her morals, her ethics, her values retain that man in a logical manner. But when you're dating a young girl, I want you to understand that this girl, in a biological scale, tends to have more value than her male counterparts at the same age. If you're a 21-year-old guy trying to date a 21-year-old girl, you're going to find yourself trying to go to the club and a guy's going to want her to come up in the section and not want you there. I've seen it happen tons of times. Trust me, I was a nightclub promoter. I've seen girls get pulled up in the VIP and their boyfriends have to sit there and wait and watch as their girl dances with another guy, gets drinks poured, and she's like, don't worry, babe, I'm going to come home with you tonight, but she's entertaining another guy. I'm going to tell you right now, women have an ability to carve through this world. And the first thing you gotta understand is women oftentimes have an evaluation of themselves that is 2 to 3 times larger than their actual evaluation in the general dating marketplace is. This is complicated to understand. Women receive an influx of attention, especially if they have a cell phone with social media. I always say, social media ruined it for women and pornography ruined it for men. At the end of the day, women get DMs left and right on social media. Your girl that has 600 followers is getting 5 to 10 DMs a day if she's relatively attractive. If she's good looking, man, that goes up 30, 40, 50, 60. Look, it's not a secret, guys. Your athletes, your celebrities will DM the girl that has low followers because they perceive in their head that, oh, she's not getting that much attention. I found a gem. When you see those girls with a lot of social media followers, they're getting attention just because they're sheer volume, but a lot of guys are not reaching out to them for the idea that they're not going to reply. But those regular girls that have 1,000, 2,000 followers that are in college, they're getting a lot of attention. Basically, every single girl that I know that's in college has received a DM from some celebrity or athlete if she's relatively attractive. And that's difficult to compete with. It's difficult to compete with an A-list celebrity or athlete that's saying, hey, come out here, I'll take you out to dinner, do this, that, and the third. So she has this guy in her pocket. She has this option that she may or may not understand wants her for a sexual purpose. And a lot of times these guys are very thirsty, and women get caught up in the idea that this man will want to date them. But the reality is this athlete, this celebrity is coming to you for sexual attention, not romantic intention. Big difference there. So I want you to understand that women have these options. You're not getting DM'd by famous celebrities that are women. And if you look at any famous celebrity that's a woman out there, it's not that she's being celebrated for having a bunch of dudes in her DMs and this, that, and the third. But male celebrities, they're out here doing whatever they can. It's a double standard for sure. But younger women have an access to the world that is absolutely insane. However, as they get older, one thing you'll see is that their ability to negotiate in the sexual marketplace precipitously drops. That's why I urge a lot of young women to get in relationships very quickly and to settle down with a man when their sexual value is very high, because that's when they're able to negotiate for high-value partners in the world. Smart women understand that their value as a woman exists after they've displayed value sexually to a man and intrigued him in some way, shape, or form, because men lead sexually. So if you're a young girl, understand that your prime right now, it's not going to last forever. When you get 30, 35, the club ain't going to let you in for free. Dudes are not going to want to pay for you on dates. Dudes are not going to take you on a yacht and choose you. They're going to choose the bunch of 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old girls to come on. I'm just being honest with you. And it sucks. And I wish the world didn't work this way. But at the end of the day, it's important for you to understand your negotiation power when you have it. So when you're trying to date a young girl, you've got to come real correct, because the moment that she wants to leave, she can leave, and she can find 10, 20 dudes that night to be with her. She can go to a bar and walk around and somebody will be interested in her. Guys, we don't have that luxury. We do not have that power. Your value comes later in life. When you build yourself up, when you establish financial stability, when you have a little bit of clout and swagger, and you're 30, 35, maybe 40, and you've developed an understanding of who you are and how to talk to women and how to market yourself aggressively. Those guys are the ones that have options. And those guys are the ones that have real control in the relationship. And those are the guys that typically match up with the girls that are 21, 22. I typically advise women to date a guy that's 7 to 8 years older because women mature faster than men. It's another thing. Adolescent girls mature at a rate that's 20 to 30% faster than their male counterparts. That's why women in an 8th grade average have a grade higher than their male counterparts, because they understand that grades are important and that I should get this homework done. And they understand the reward system and the concepts a lot better, whereas their male counterparts are developing at a slower rate. And so you got to understand, men are falling behind in school itself, and the real solution to that is just holding men back a couple grades. But when women get older, their value that they want in their life, they want to have kids, they want to be stable, they want to do this, they want to do that. They want a man that's stable. And typically a man does not get stable until around the age of 30, when he's made a few mistakes and he's developed himself into business. Another thing you got to understand is, men, we have more longevity in the sexual marketplace when it comes to reproduction. A man can have kids at 50, a man can have kids at 60, and there's going to be really no problems. But a woman, 50% of her eggs are gone by 25, 90% by 30. You got to understand, there's a biological clock with this stuff. And I'm not trying to be mean with it. It just is what it is. That's why women are pressured to figure their stuff out at a certain age. You know, in my country, over in India, if a woman's over 25 and she's not married, it's a major red flag. And you got to understand that it's in their duty and it's in their right to be serious about what they want, because they don't got time to play games. They got to find a guy that's going to make sense for them and build them longevity in their life. So if you want to date younger girls, go ahead, but you got to have your stuff together. And a lot of times it requires you to build your value up as a man and maybe revisit it. Younger women are great. Older women are great. All women are great as long as they're nurturing, peaceful, loving, caring, and really loyal to you in the relationship itself. At the end of the day, I think you should give everybody a chance. I think you should keep an open mind, and don't just date a girl because she falls into a certain age category. Date her because she makes sense for your life. That being said, guys, if you ever want to get in contact with me, the links are down in the description below. And until next time, Sumi out.